What's up, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. If you notice my mouth is not in sync with my voice, that's because I'm an idiot. I had this on time lapse instead of on video record. We're at Piedmont Dragway today, and we're out here for Blood, Sweat, and Gears. Now, I've never heard of this event, but I went to Piedmont's website and they said there was drag racing. It's a car show, a drift event. So this was going to be pretty cool. It was like 20 bucks to get in, no prep, test, and tune. Essentially, it's leftover prep. So basically, they're just going to open the drag strip, make sure there's no water on it, and hopefully broom off the pollen. And we're going to go drag racing, no prep drag racing. This is what we need to test this TurboJohn Saturn to see if it's actually going to be fast or not. We don't know. We've been on moderately prep track, so we don't know if it's going to work on a true no prep or not. So here we go. Me and Norman's out here right now. Brandon's on the way. Y'all comment, like, and subscribe. If y'all want to support the channel, head on over to turbojohnracing.com. Grab yourself some hats and t-shirts. Really appreciate you guys watching and hanging out with us today. Thanks, guys. I don't know if y'all know my buddy Norman. He comes to the track a lot. But he is a professional carpet installer today. He said he's taking a test next week. And if y'all need some dash pad installed, he is your man. Check this out. This turned out really nice. And so that was the Stickum carpet off of, it's just little sticky pieces that have the backs on them. And he got it all fitted up in there. That actually looks really nice, Norman. I like that. And so it's got the sticky stuff on it. He's gonna go through and stick it. Now the question is how good is it? How long is it gonna stay stuck? I don't know. The glue is a little questionable. Yeah, so we might end up having to peel it off and get some spray adhesive or something. But all we're trying to do is just knock down the glare. And so far it looks like the glare is knocked down. So hopefully, I mean, the sun is not exactly where it was, but hopefully, I think the problem is the slope of that windshield is so steep coming back. I think that's the issue. I mean, I guess, I don't know, we could take the whole dash out if we needed to. Take the whole dash pad out. There's nothing back there. So, I don't know. All right, guys, here we go. Like I said, Piedmont Dragway, Blood, Sweat, and Gears. Blood, Sweat, and Gears. No prep test, and Brandon just got here. So we are ready. We're gonna look at the track. Like I said, this is gonna be leftover prep. So Leon is not gonna be up there hosing it down with glue, but it's called leftover prep. That's the best way to call it. It's no prep. That's what we need to call the races. Instead of no prep, leftover prep. All right, let's go. Let's take a look at it. And you're fixing to hear it on my feet. I'm sure these things, it's hard to make a track that is good, bad. And that's just the reality of it. It's hard to make it bad. Now, there's been street tires on it. So these street tires, they're peeling up a little bit of rubber. But we're probably going to slide over in that left lane. See how it's a little bald here. But we are on slicks. Oh yeah, this is good. Guys, well, welcome to North Carolina. So I got this thing pretty hot down there. I don't know if you can see, there's a little bit of pollen down there. Let's go, baby. Let's go. A little bit of pollen. Alright guys, well, very frustrating. If you noticed in the video, I did not notice, but when we were, right before we were staged, the red lights come on the bottom, and apparently something happened, and I staged before the computer got reset. So we did not get any data. So no time slip, the Dragway was not on, so it sucks. My fault, I guess, because I staged too early. I'm gonna probably pay a little bit more attention to that. This time, we're gonna pull the data log. Let's see what the data log, it looked good, it felt strong, felt pretty fast. All right guys, well here is the data log. Car took off good. Transmission shifted on point, it was perfect. You see we got a little bit of wheel speed, everything looks good, happy. Shifted a little early and it come down, but it stayed through there, and this green line up here. So it probably was not personal best. We were thinking it was personal best maybe, but I lifted here and I didn't let off all the way. It did make, I started actually lifting, as my foot started coming off the gas at 2.5 seconds. And then it was down here, I was out to, it made it to 40 pounds of boost. I did have 5 more pounds of dome pressure on it, but it did not really make more boost. That was the same thing we made the other day at Fayetteville. Now it was cold at Fayetteville. But, so we were 4.18 seconds, and then I started, you can see the TPS is dropping. And then, so I was down to 86%. It looks like a big drop, but that does, it drops my target dome pressure, so it drops boost, which is a good thing. But let me show you, I was like, I don't remember even pedaling. So when you're driving a car, you're driving it by the seat of your pants, right? What that means is by what you feel. So this is my drive shaft curve. So this is my data, this is my target line, and the little dots are the actual drive shaft speed. So you got a little bit of wheel speed early and it recovered, not because traction control or anything, because that's what a slick does. And then we rode the line, but then look at this. So about probably 2.5 seconds, 2.4 seconds, I must have felt it in the seat of my pants. See these little bobbles? That's where the tires are breaking loose going down track. So it's a spin and hook, spin and hook, spin and hook. So that's what that is. So that's driving by the seat of your pants, and that's the reason apparently I eased off the gas. So that's probably a good thing. So we're going to try it again. We'll see what happens. Make one more pass. That burnout pit's looking good, guys. Boy. Brandon said it's your stuff. I'll support you whatever you do. Norman's like, I know that's going to break it. Look, we can go snap the trans brake over there and get the wheel speed up to about 180. Boy. Now, the only thing is I was planning on selling those tires for like 200 bucks in the next. We'll probably take all the rubber off the tires. Yeah, it probably won't be worth anything if we go do snap the trans brake button over there. Woo! Okay, we better hold off. We got a race car. We don't have a drift car. Burnout pit, baby. All right, guys, how accurate is a draggy? You might ask. Let me show you. Check this out. The actual time slip showed a 121 and a 489 at 147 we let off. And this is the draggy. A 125, 330, 493, 144. You can look at that side-by-side comparison and tell that the draggy is accurate. I mean, it's within a half a tenth. That is actually really, really cool. All right, guys, so that pass went pretty good. Did that go pretty good? Pretty good? Pretty good? Solid? Pretty solid pass?
Except for that.
Except. It was a little sketchy on the big end. I might have drove the car over into the pollen. There's a lot of pollen out there. Yeah. And so the car is kind of moving around a little bit before half track, it kind of started skating around a little bit. And that little bit of skating around, I decided I was not gonna lift. I was not gonna chicken foot this thing. And I probably should have chicken footed it. It did go pretty fast though, 121, 60 foot, 326, which it starts tire shaking a little bit before that, 489 and 147.88. I did cross into the other lane, but that's okay because there was nobody in the other lane. Had there was somebody in the other lane, I probably would have tried to keep it in my lane, which probably would have been a little more sketchy. Let me show you the data log real fast. Okay, guys, so here's the data log. Everything looked pretty good on the data log, not too bad. You can see the RPM, it kind of comes up here and then it levels off. It spins a little bit, but not much. Didn't get on traction control really. But let me show you, this is the actual drive shaft speed. It was up there, it spun a little bit early, and then a little bit of wheel speed here, but then down track. So you can see, like I was saying earlier, this is where it's spinning. I should have let off. But this one is the one, the big one back here. I could feel these in the car, but I decided to stay on it. And out here, you can see it jumped way up there, and that's what threw us into the other lane. We're debating, we might go over there and try to hit it a little bit harder. See if we can't really make it to the 330. 330 was about right here. So it had already hit the tire a little bit there. So that's just really not gonna work. So we might try to get a better 60 foot. Probably gonna make one more pass, see if we can get maybe we can get a 118 60 foot. We've not done that yet. So if we can get a faster 60 foot, we're in the hunt. All right, guys, check it out. So I did a couple things. We were going to make a 60-foot pass, red line here. I turned the boost up just a little bit, took a little bit of timing retard out of it when it was supposed to take off, and it knocked tire off. It tried to go for 0.3 seconds, and then it was like, nope, 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 nope. Let me show you. Tune-wise, it probably was kind of close, I think, but I took traction control and turned basically traction control off for 1.2 seconds. I wanted to see if it would go down without traction control, and that answer was a negative, and a bad negative. Check this out. So here's my graph, and when I import this log, y'all ain't gonna believe this. Look at that. So it was on it instantly, and that's what it had been doing, is up there and then recovering. But I guess since I turned the power up, and turned the traction control off, yeah, no, that was a no. That was a no. No. All right, guys. Well, test and tune went fantastic. This was a good time. We got some passes. That's all that matters. We did go almost personal best to the 330, and this thing was knocking the tire off. So I think we're in good shape. So we're going to change tires. We're not going to make the mistake of not having the traction control on again. So we're going to try to get it next time. Hopefully we can go like a 118, 119, 60 foot, and hopefully go just a little bit faster. Appreciate y'all watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. We'll see y'all soon. Head on over to turbojohnracing.com. Grab yourself some hats and t-shirts. Appreciate it, guys.